Hello, my name is Vivek Dhavale. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Equitas Small Finance Bank. Equitas is a growing bank. We got licensed in 2016, so we are just a 9-year-old bank. We have to grow at a good pace so that we can compete with other small finance bank, other bigger banks. And to do that, IT has to play a role where we will make life easy for our customers, for our sales, our employees, to make sure in the process the TAT for the customer reduces. The time we take to give loans has to be better than the market. So we want to come up with our own origination systems. If we are wanting customers to open more savings banks with us, we want to offer customer journey or DIY journey for customers so that their onboarding on the savings or FD is much faster. They can do it on their own without visiting branches. And hopefully with the lesser TAT, we will grow as a bank and hopefully will achieve a CAGR or year-on-year growth, which is good. That's what IT is trying. Mostly on the performance, on the availability is the key thing that we have to take care. The availability is good. The customer would want a better experience, and some of the times the TAT has not been good because if there are some issues, customer will come back or our sales guys will come back. We will analyze the situation, then we'll give a solution. But this analysis time, how do we reduce from it happening, somebody else reporting, and then we reacting, to trying to see how we come to know the problem as early as possible or even before it starts really happening on the ground. And that is where observability really plays a good role. And this is why we also wanted to, or we started looking out for a good observability tool. This works with people, when you talk with like-minded people. And this is where I think the discussion with ViewNet helped. The fact that this being a Indian product, it's a make in India product, where the challenges that I discuss, it's very easily understood vis-a-vis some of the prior experiences, where with some of the foreign companies, the ability to appreciate or understand the gravity of the situation, that itself, when it is understood very easily, I think that is the reason we'll go a long way with VMnet. We have had some experience with these tools. Question always to me was, I don't want to monitor one piece of my application or one part of my services, and I wanted something where I will have an end-to-end visibility of all the applications, all the infra, and hence the question was to have an enterprise-wide tool. That was as a CTO, my key requirement to choose a tool. So for customer journey, I should even have the real user RUM component, so that I will know what the customer facing, how much time he is taking on the front end. I also need the infra, which is the backend part. I even want things where currently we are not able to connect, that is on the network pieces and components. Only then we will have a really end-to-end enterprise-wide solution. And that was my key driver, to look for something which will give me all the solutions as one package. While most of the observability tools do look at infra, I also wanted to do transactions being monitored, where transactions at times get rejected because of business reasons which are genuine, and some get declined because of technical reasons. Now overall it appears as if system is okay, but we are definitely seeing one part of it getting technical declines. So those are in some way blind spots or things which they don't come to limelight, and then it comes only after escalations or customer complaints and so on and so forth. But what if there was a way to identify this upfront, and by the time the customer complains or raises, we already have identified and taken some action on it? At least the TAT to the customer will be much lesser. We would know the issues upfront, and that way we will be able to fix it permanently, so that at least future customers don't see those issues. So that was the whole idea when we said we will look for a tool which is truly enterprise wide. Yeah, for me personally as CTO also, I always wanted to see the ROI for this, meaning how fast are we able to identify a problem. So these days the question which I ask my team is, has customer complaint or have you found out? And if the answer at least 70-80% of the times is no, we have found it, no, our tool has found it, we are seeing these glitches, then I am actually seeing the benefit of this. And that is exactly what I wanted. Like I said earlier, the earlier we identify a problem, the faster the resolution is. If we are in a reactive mode, will always take much longer. If we are in a little at least proactive mode, trying to say preemptively how can we avoid problems, then the TAT is better. Then the experience for everybody is better. So what banks customers expect from the bank or IT is in some way I expect, with my partner, which is VUnit. It should not be that there should not be any issues. But I know there are some areas which are tricky areas for me, because of which I can't do a good journey for my customer or good experience to my customer or my sales agent. So those times I have some thoughts, we do some analysis, and I reach out to the team saying, this is my problem statement. While I'm able to monitor this, and this is a live case that I discussed few months back, but I don't know what the customer experience is. Maybe he is taking 5 seconds, maybe 50 seconds, and I'm completely blind to it. I'm not able to get the view of the customer. And that is where VUnit comes back and says, yes, with this RUM component of the observability, if you implement, then we'll be able to see this. So the fact that they are also thinking, trying to be partner and coming back with solution, I think is the biggest positive experience for me as their customer, and which is where I think the partnership will actually go a long way, because it is helping me, and I'm sure eventually it will help VUnit also. And that is where I think things work out. If it is a win-win for all, then I think things work out in the long term.